Hi, everybody. My name is Guy. I'm going to be here with you for another 2 hours as we enjoy this wonderful morning together. Hey, listen, there's nothing worse than getting up in the morning, right? And you go out and your day's going well and you have coffee, all that stuff. You go out, you put your key in the car and nothing happens, right? Isn't that awful? Or maybe you forgot to charge your phone or you charged some electronic device, you forgot to do it. Well, leave it to the folks at Energizer to give you a great way to be able to not only start your car, charge your phone, charge your electronic devices, because we got this really cool Energizer power bank that we're offering today. It's called the Car Jump Starter and Portable Charger. Of course, lovely Leah Little is here with us.
Morning.
It's good to see you.
You
bright
too.
and early.
Bright and early today.
I can't remember last time I saw you at 5 in the morning.
It's still dark outside.
It's crazy. I know it's still dark outside, but isn't it true though? Like, and you know, with you especially, and I know your busy schedule because you're all over the place. Nothing be worse and nothing can sort of derail you than getting up and your car's not going to charge.
Exactly, because if the car doesn't start, nothing happens.
Or your electronics don't work. It's like you feel like you're disconnected from the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now we have the perfect solution because you can instantly plug this in and charge your car. So you are now going to have a totally portable device that works instantly, not a trickle charge, to charge the battery for your car. And here's a nice bonus for you. It's also going to charge your other portable devices as well.
Love it.
So let's put it to the test. So here's a battery in front of me that is not going to be working. It's dead, right? So in order to prove that to you, what I'll do is put these on here, clamp on the light. Nothing happens.
So we have a big headlight attached to this. Okay.
Nothing's happening. Now, let's give the Energizer the power that it needs here, or give the battery the power it needs through the Energizer. Now, green means go, so we've clamped it on.
Yep.
Get the green light, we're good to go. So now, let's attach that light again and see what happens. And Guy, we are powered up and ready to go.
Wow.
So you can see here that it's an instant charge, so you don't have to wait 30 hours to trickle charge it. You don't have to be, stuck and stranded and asking for help on the highway.
Right.
You don't have to pull out
Who has cables anymore?
like this?
Yeah,
Is this what you mean?
They used to give those to you with your car.
Right.
They don't do that anymore. No.
Where do you even put this anymore, right? Now you don't have to worry about it because the package is complete. You're gonna have these little shorty cables, and the best part is that you cannot do it incorrectly. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So if you try to put this on the wrong way, put the red on the red and the black on the black, look what happens. You have a little indicator light that keeps blinking red.
Tells
It's
you you're
not
wrong.
going to work, right? So you have something here that then you can put on properly. Because it's UL listed, you're going to have the confidence to know it doesn't work unless it's attached properly.
Can't make a mistake.
And that little green light is going to show you exactly that. And to your point, Guy, how many times has this happened where you go out to start the car, it never happens on like a convenient day, right?
Oh, no, it's the worst.
Maybe the kiddo left the light on
Raining
in the
or
back
something.
seat, right?
Right.
It's raining outside. And then what do you have to do? Or if you're stranded on the side of the highway, you have to go flag down a stranger.
Yeah.
You have to wait for hours if you're calling the emergency system now, or an emergency service. Now you've got the perfect solution because you can have this in the trunk of your car, in the glove box of your car, and always be ready to go.
They are available in your choice of colors. So we have them available in red. They are available in the white.
The black and the pink.
And the black and the pink. So you have 4 different choices. And by the way, this was extremely popular when it was at full price.
That's right.
You just dropped the price by almost 50%. It's I guess 40% off. Because it was $100 and now it's $60. So it's a great way to get it. It's also on FlexPay, $14.99. This is one of those things you can't be left without. And even if you just use it for your car, it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Because you'd pay for, hey, a battery for your car is going to cost you $100. So now you have a backup battery for the car. But in addition to that, it'll charge your tablets. It'll charge your computer. It'll charge your cell phones. And I don't care if you have iPhones, whatever phone you have, it will charge up. And here's the other thing, folks. It is so easy to use, okay? It's not threatening or scary. We were talking about the cables and all the big jump chargers. Those things are crazy. Look at, Leah has it in the palm of her hand. That's the size of it.
So look at the short cables that you have. You cannot do it incorrectly. And the nice part is that now you've got it in the glove box. You don't even have to put it in the trunk of the car. So all you need to do is, if you are stranded, say on the side of the highway, or you are stranded in your front driveway because the car hasn't started because somebody left the power on overnight, well, now you just attach it to your car, attach it to the battery, red to red, black to black. Now, let's just go start that car. That's the best part about it, is that now it's instant. We're not having to wait for hours and hours. Now we just start it up, and we're ready to go. So what makes all the difference here is that now you don't have to rely on the help of strangers, and now you can be empowered to do this yourself. Because so many times, Guy, it happens that it's something so simple, right? It could be with the SUV, we left the hatch open in the back.
Happens all the time.
Literally, the car has less than 100 miles on it. The hatch is open in the back, and the battery's fried, and you walk out there, and you're like, what is happening?
And like we're showing you, if you own a tablet, if you own an iPad, if you own a computer, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to charge that up as well. In fact, I have some charging times here. If you have an iPhone, it'll charge your iPhone 2 complete times before you have to recharge the recharger. And by the way, you use this over and over and over again. You plug it in, it recharges, use it over and over and over again. If you've got a Samsung Galaxy, 70%, an S8, a full charge, you can start a standard car up to 7 times before you have to recharge the charger. SUVs and trucks, you can do almost double that, 13 to 15 times before you have to recharge the charger. And
with that teeny little unit.
With this little, I mean, that's what kills me is that. Look at the size of it. It's about the size, thickness of 2 of our chargers. Exactly. But it's the same, it's about the size of a phone.
Right, and so now all you do is you connect your cables here. You can't do it incorrectly because you can see the square on one side. Here's your USB, so if you wanted to charge a tablet or you want to charge your phone, you use that as an out. Here's how you recharge it by simply plugging in the micro USB. And then what's really nice is that you have a power indicator. So it shows you exactly how much juice, how much power you have. See those little green lights? So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, that means you're at full power. You got into a quarter, of a tank left, you just plug it in. Now, the cool thing is that you also are going to have some nice safety mechanisms built in here. A built-in flashlight. You can use this also as a beacon if you are in trouble on the highway and you need to, flash somebody down. You've got it. Now, I want to show you the accessories guide, because in front of you, here's all of the attachments that you're going to have, because we give you everything. You're going to have the short cables, again, because you don't need to carry around that whole long, cord and cable system. You're going to have your car adapter, so you can actually recharge this in the car. You're going to have your wall adapter, so you can recharge it that way to recharge the device, and then your choice in colors. Now, the cool thing is that it can hold the charge for month after month after month if you haven't used it. So now you have the ability to always have power for your phone.
And you can test it by looking at the gauge, so you know when it's powered up. There's not going to be a guessing game.
Little gauge right here, so it shows you exactly how much power you have. And then from there, you plug in the cables, attach red to red, black to black on your battery, and you're good to go. We give you the nice little carrying case, so you've got it all set up there. And because it is UL listed, okay, Guy, would you ever do this?
No.
Right? We would not do that with any sort of battery charger, right? If you shudder, if you get a little nervous because of that, you don't have to worry about it, because here's all you're going to do. In order to use it properly, black to black, red to red, and then it's going to power up whatever device it is. It may be, in this case, your car light. It could be your entire car battery. And the nice thing is you cannot do it incorrectly, because if you're doing it incorrectly,
if you reverse it,
if we reverse it,
it
well,
sets
guess what
off
happens?
the little blinker.
The little blinker says it's red, it's not ready to go, it's not going to work for you. And just to prove that to you, I mean, if we tried to get that light to work on there, obviously nothing's going to happen with the power, right? So when you do it correctly, all you do, red to red, black to black, you're going to have a little green for go in the back that shows you it's ready, and then you can power up your device. Exactly. And that means the same for your car. That means the same for any device you want to use it with. So we'll give that some power. Notice, by the way, even if you have a small handbag, you could carry this around with you, because you have something that is so teeny, it can fit right into the smallest little handbag and charge your phone.
It does so many different jobs. So, we show you with the car because we want to show you the extreme of how it can save your butt when you're really in trouble. And I'll tell you, if it could be a car battery that's gotten cold, it could be a car battery that's drained, maybe you left the interior lights on, you left the headlights on, and happens a lot with older model cars that still, you can leave the parking lights on and things like that, and you just forget, or your kids still, leave a door open or whatever, if you're letting your kids drive their car. But keep this, I mean, at this price you can get almost 2 for 1 today, because the price is $40 off. talk about peace of mind and talk about having it. But again, to my point, you know, we're talking about charging a car, but think of everything else you can charge with it.
Exactly.
How many times have you been on a, you know, maybe you're on a plane or you're traveling somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, my computer is almost dead. You can get, in many cases, another 50% more charge.
On your phone.
On your phones,
your
computers, everything.
On your tablet, you name it.
iPhone, you can charge twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All you do is use the cable that came with, and you have the USB out on this side. The other side of the cable will attach to your Android or to your iPhone, whatever the case might be, and then you can recharge it. And then in order to tell how much power you have, those little green indicator lights will show you. And when it's time to recharge, plug it into the wall or plug it into the car. Now, what's the alternative? Have you ever carried around something like this? I'm going to need your big muscles to pick that up, right?
Jesus, that is heavy.
Is it ridiculous?
Well, because it's like it's a battery.
It's a battery.
It weighs like almost as much as the battery does.
Exactly, 16 pounds, and you'd have to wait 30 hours for it to trickle charge your car. Or how many times would you have to wait even a couple hours if you called roadside assistance? Now you don't have to rely on the help of strangers. You don't have to wait for an emergency service to come and help you, and you have peace of mind knowing that this is going to work. So again, you would never do this with your battery cables, right? Kids, listen, if you're adult, don't do this with your battery cables.
Don't crisscross them.
With your Energizer, you have peace of mind knowing that it's going to work. And what I think is most exciting about this guy is that it is empowering. I love being able to know I've got the confidence to do it myself, because who wants to get stranded on the side of the road when you are, you know, the snow is coming, the icy weather's coming, and it's just as bad in hot weather as it is in cold weather when it comes to your battery, whether it's leaving an interior light on, whether it is, you know, the kiddos left the door cracked open. No time is a good time to have a car battery that's not working.
No, and we're going to show everybody one more time how to attach it to the car. Before we do that, let me show you again what you get, because it's important that you know everything that we're talking about will charge anything that we talked about, with all the additional cables too. So you have your choice of colors. It comes in black and white and pink and red. Those are your actual battery terminal cables. So you'll attach that to the unit, which attaches to your charger. We give you the car adapter, the regular plug. Remember, you're going to charge this over and over. This is a battery that you don't have to keep buying. You just recharge it over and over and over and over again. You can use this so many times and you can recharge your batteries. But boy, if you've got this in the car when you need it, it's such a good deal.
Absolutely.
It's
because
so
now
great.
You're able to simply and easily attach red to red, black to black, and then go start your car. And remember, it gives you the little indicator on the device itself that says it's good to go when it is attached. And this is Energizer name brand, by the way. Keep that in mind. So red to red, black to black, and then no more do we have to deal with those car batteries that are problematic. No more do we have to deal with that terror that takes over you where you're saying, my car won't start. So here you have instant gratification, and you are off and running.
Yay!
Yay!
He's ready to go.
You gotta love that. It's about peace of mind. It's about being independent. It's about taking care of your family and yourself.
And let me tell you something. If you accomplish that one time, it's a great accomplishment.
It is.
You feel so proud of yourself when you can jumpstart your own car. Well, you know, when I talk to, you know, whether it's your daughters in college or you know, whatever it is, your sons, whatever, whoever it is, there's that feeling of panic and what do I do? And no matter who you are, when you can fix that yourself and not have to wait for a tow truck, not have to wait for AAA or some service to come save your butt, or try to call somebody, or even worse, like you said, when you wave somebody down, now you're involving a stranger. And it could be in a really weird place, and the last thing you want to do is flag down a car that you don't know. So this enables you to do it yourself, enables you to charge all your electronics anytime, and you get to use it over. It's like a non-empty gas tank. You use it over and over. You just pay the one time. In this case, you pay $40 less than you normally would. All right, you're not going anywhere because we've got something really unique that I've never presented with you. And it's really, really cool, and it's coming up in just a bit. It's from Garmin. It's not only a GPS, but a GPS with a camera.
Right, a dash cam too.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So that's coming up in just a bit. We want to remind you again about Protection Plus. So if you would like to grab that, it gives you a little extra backup on whatever it is that you purchase. It's 24/7 customer service, and you can not have to deal with deductibles as well. So search Protection Plus at hsn.com. Hey, really quickly, got a special online right now from Canon. It's our T6 18 megapixel DSLR camera. With this, you're going to get two lenses. You get the 1855 millimeter and the 75-300. Really professional style camera. If you want to be a photographer or do weddings or things like that, or just be really good at it, you should check this out. And it's not a DSLR style, it's an actual DSLR camera. You get everything that you need, your chargers, your pack, your lenses. It is huge. And when you see the crisp, brilliant photos that you can create with this, my gosh, it's professional results and high definition video as well. It's on 6 Flex of $83.33. I have very limited quantity on that. It's free shipping and handling as well. So grab that if you would like. You would absolutely love it. Again, that's one of those things like the MacBook. You get one of those things and you're just like, you're there. You know what I mean? You get a Canon camera, you're there.
Yes.
All right, coming our way next, we've got the showstopper, and it does actually stop the show.
It does.
All right, Leah, I am so excited about this because listen, I got my first Garmin from you a while back and absolutely love it. And because it's like having an assistant on the road. You get all this great information. You get traffic updates. You get everything is, they don't charge you to update it. You get free updates. Free maps are redone every on a monthly basis. Mm-hmm. Everything is perfect. But what this one does that's different is this one actually also has a built-in camera. So now, because we offer those separately, the dash cams and things like that, this has the built-in camera and the advanced navigation all in one. This is already receiving perfect 5-star reviews. Of course, it has voice command, but this is going to be your best friend on the road with Wi-Fi built in. As I said, map and software updates, traffic and collision warnings, lifetime alerts. It's everything all in one and so much more. And Leah's going to explain all the extra things that it does because I'll tell you, for your money, this is the way to go. And by the way, it is a great discount. It's $329. It's $110 off.
Right. This is huge because this is the only model we've ever done with Garmin that is a dash cam as well as a GPS. So to have this sale on it this morning is really exciting. Yeah. The #1 brand in the country. Yep. 8 out of 10 people who choose any sort of GPS choose Garmin because of that dependable brand. And with this one, it is going to be your dash cam. It's going to be your GPS to make you be a better driver and a safer driver. And it is also going to read your texts to you so that no longer do you text and drive. You can actually be talking to it and it will read messages from Facebook if you want it to. You can read your emails if you want it to read to you. It's literally so exciting. So here's the way that it works. You're driving along, a text comes in and you just say, play message, and it will play that message for you. It is so exciting. So now you're driving along, you can be that better, safer driver. It can talk to you, giving you those turn-by-turn directions. And then you say play message when the little icon pops up, and it plays back that message for you.
I love that. You're never alone.
Exactly.
You never are alone in your car.
And you never have to miss those messages. So what we've done is we've pre-recorded for you the way that this works. So let me show you. Obviously, because we could have people text me all day long, but I can't time it out exactly.
Right.
So let's just show you exactly how this works. You're driving along. You say play message.
Russell Thomas. I want to go to lunch.
Is that crazy? It's reading the text message that comes in. It can do that also with an email. Same case scenario. You're driving along, hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, and you just say play message, and it will play that message for you. So here's the way that looks on the video. Okay, so we just say play message and it will play that message for you. Yeah. Okay, now, so it's a dash cam as well as a GPS. It can play back your messages. All you need to do is decide where you want to go. So in order to do that, you could put in a certain address. You could go to categories, which I really like. Let's just do everyday life, because that could be everything from a car wash to a nail salon, you name it. Hey, let's go work out this morning, right? Bright and early. So, wow, there's a lot of gyms by us. We say, okay, start new route. Now, I'm doing this all by touching it. By the way, notice how fast that is. However, we can also do all of this by talking to the Garmin itself. In order to do that, I'm just going to turn up the volume. And now let's just use one of the features that I think is the most exciting. It's called voice command.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Starbucks.
Searching for Starbucks. Select a line number in either of the two right lanes. Then take the exit to State Route 694 West.
2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate. Now, did you catch what just happened?
Next.
What happened, and I could continue with my voice, what happened is it didn't stop giving us directions to the gym.
Right.
At the same time, it's prompting us to, how do we want to get to the Starbucks? So it didn't interrupt your navigation to take you to the next place, and all you do is talk to it. Or, of course, you can touch it as I'm showing you there as well. Now, what's really cool is that in the background, it's recording all of your driving footage.
That's
it's
so amazing.
constantly
It's a
recording.
camera built in.
It built right in.
Yeah.
And so you're navigating. You don't have to have this cluster of all these different, devices on your dash.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just going to
you
move
might have
her.
only one, output there to be able to plug something in. So now
Exactly.
you get the best of all worlds. With the addition of having GPS, you also have a camera built in, which you can use as video documentation for accidents or get pulled over, any of those things. You've got a camera on all the time. I mean, honestly, it's before you could talk to it. Now it actually is. It's video as well, so you can see. And we'll show you because we're going to step over to the car,
Sure.
and Leah's going to show you again. While she's walking over there again, take a look at our price today. It is $110 off. It's on FlexPay. I think from here I see it's free shipping as well. So it's free shipping and handling. This is going to make you a safer driver on the road, no doubt. It's going to make you a more informed driver. It gives you information when you're on the road. And I want to add this. Once you buy this, you don't pay for any monthly service. There's no money that you need to update with this. You don't ever have to do that. You just enjoy it every day. So Leah has stepped over to the car. And actually, I'll stay. I can stay out here.
Okay,
Unless you want me
so
over
I'll
there.
show
It
you the
doesn't
way
matter.
this works. So hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, right? So you're able to see exactly where you're going. Now, remember, it's recording that dash cam footage for you as you are driving as well. Let's just use that voice command. Voice command. We'll make sure the app is enabled. So here's our voice command. Here we go. And we're ready to go. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Did you say Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes.
Searching for Dunkin' Donuts. Select a line number.
2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate. Now notice what's happening. It's navigating, your hands are on the wheel, your eyes are on the road. You never had to leave. You never had to touch the unit. It's literally talking to you and you are talking to it. That's what makes this so exciting. Now remember, in the background, the dash cam is constantly running. So if you wanted to see what's happening in that dash cam, you've got it right here. You want to see what's been recording in that dash cam, you can play it right back. And if there is an accident or an incident, you now can see that recorded and it will lock down that footage and save it so you can show it to maybe a police officer or whoever it is that's on the scene of what happened. So now you can be that better driver and that safer driver. Keep your hands on the wheel and Guy, keep your eyes on the road.
I tell you, it is such a great deal to be able to have all that information. And I know it does make you a safer driver, makes you a better driver. If you've got more information and you're informed and you don't have to reach down to your phone. And a lot of people, that's what they do. They use their GPS on their phone, and that's the worst thing you could do. Because now if you get a phone call, you've got to look down. You have to, if you're picking up the phone calls, which you shouldn't be doing anyway when you're driving. But people do that all the time,
And
it
it's
takes
so easy.
It takes your mind off the road, and it all takes is a split second for a motorcycle or somebody to pull in front of you, or a stoplight to come up, or somebody to put on their blinkers or whatever it is, and you don't see that, and that's how you get in accidents. So that's why when we say a smarter driver, a more educated driver is a safer driver, and the more information that you have, and not just physical information and lines of data, but also being able to go in there and have a dash camera that's recording everything in case there's an accident, in case somebody cuts you off, in case you see something that you need to document. All of that is right there. And before you would have two separate units. You'd have one as a GPS and one as a camera. This is all in one. It's why it's a little more expensive than the regular GPS that we've offered. But when you think about it, you're going to go spend $80, $90, $100 on a camera anyway for your car. This is a way to be able to have that and to be able to actually record and have that documentation when you need it going forward. This kind of shows you the camera itself, how it's working.
Exactly. So now it's a GPS, and then now it's a dash cam. So now, you see the guy over here?
Hello.
So how crazy is that? Now one little touch, and it saved that footage onto the memory. Now, what's great is you can go into video playback. So it's telling me don't operate this if I'm actually driving the car, but if we want to go back and view the gallery of what has been recorded, whether it's a crash, whether it is an impact, now you've got the ability to do exactly that, and you can play back the footage that we just recorded here with Guy. So as that footage is playing, if you needed to grab a picture off of it, if you wanted to fast forward it, it shows you exactly where you are, how fast you're going. In this case, my hand was over the front of it, but you get the idea here. You can fast forward, and now you've got something that gives you that peace of mind to know when you're on the road, you've got all of the information that you need as a GPS, but you have all of the proof that you need if you're ever in that accident or that incident. And again, here's how simple it is to toggle back and forth. You're driving along, you want to look at the dash cam, there it is. So one little touch and you're good to go. It talks to you, it reads your text to you, it is that dash cam, it helps you be that better and safer driver. It comes with a voice command. So pretty much in a nutshell, it's all the things we know and love about the Garmin, but now you've got a dash cam on the inside of it.
Yeah, and it's the model that we've loved for a long, long time, our best-selling model that we presented so many times, with the addition of a camera built in. So you get all the other great features. You don't ever have to pay for any updates. So and when we talk about updates, it's like map updates, because you know things change. Cities change, streets change, there's new construction all over, there's new routes and better routes, so it'll constantly update that for you on a timely basis, so you don't have to do that. When a lot of other systems charge you on a, every 6 months or whatever, you'll get it, you want to update it, it's 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks to be able to update the maps. I know when I had my very first car, it was funny because I had the car for 5 years and things had changed, and I didn't get the updates, so it didn't know the routes to certain things because you need to have your maps updated. Once you buy this, you don't have to deal with anything, okay? You never have to pay for anything. It is all included, and all you do is you plug it into your car. I love that it'll read your texts, it'll read your emails for you.
Even Facebook.
Those are all things that you do, and and I know you pretend like you don't do it, but if something's important, you get a text from somebody, you will go over to your phone while you're driving, and you will try to pull that up. That is a wrong thing to do. Why not just have your little mini computer right there with a nice big screen read it to you for you without you having to do anything? You can simply ask it to do that for you, because this has voice command, and voice command, remember, if you've got a GPS that doesn't talk to you, you don't have the latest and greatest from Garmin. And Garmin is the #1 company when it comes to just GPS in general. You know, when you go and you rent cars and stuff, you'll look and you'll see car rental places, they have Garmins. That's what they utilize.
And literally, you rent it a couple times and you've essentially paid for it. Yes, and in this case, you have the dash cam. A lot of insurance companies now are encouraging you to have a dash cam in your car so that it gives you a discount on insurance, because you've got proof if there ever is a he said, she said incident. So this is a dash cam as well as your GPS. And let's talk about some distracted driving, because so many people think, oh, I'm just going to glance down at that phone and read that Facebook message. I'm just going to glance down. Well, the average time you take your eyes off the road when you are glancing at your phone is literally 10 seconds. So when you are taking your eyes off that road and or 5 seconds, it could be the length of a football field, right? As though you were blindfolded. Well, now, because you can Bluetooth wirelessly your cell phone to your GPS, you can still get those text messages. You can still get those Facebook notifications. So now you've got peace of mind. You put that together with the fact that you also have Wi-Fi with this unit. There's something we haven't heard a lot of when it comes to a GPS, right? With Wi-Fi, that means you can pull into your garage, and as you do, if you need a map update, then it will automatically update the map for you. So you don't even have to take it out of your house and take it inside to get the map update. And to Guy's point, he was talking about how much the roads change. 1 in 5 of our roads change every single year. That's a full 20%. Well, if you haven't updated your maps, then you don't have the latest updates. updates, right? So now you've got something that's going to give you that dependability because it will upload those map updates for you as you're sitting in the car.
I mean, honestly, it takes care of so many of the things that you had to do manually before. You do not have to do. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to adjust it. It does everything. Just simply talk to it. And by the way, you know, we don't even talk. We get so caught up in all the fun new features. Millions and millions of points of interest. So if you need to get to a coffee shop or a hospital or a gas station or a museum or an amusement park, all that is built in. All that information is right there. All you have to do is talk to it and ask where it is. In addition to that, traffic and collision warnings, which are so huge. So when you're on the road, you will be apprised of what the actual traffic situation is where you're at or where you're going, and if there are better and quicker and faster alternative routes for you to go on. Things like lane guidance. If you're a senior out there and maybe you're driving and and I only say seniors only because, you know, sometimes your vision and things like that can be a little confusing when you're driving. And if you don't know which turn to get off, it actually shows you basically an image of the highway, and it tells you what lane to be in, where to go. Because a lot of times you come to those big forks in the roads on the highways. I know there's a couple in Tampa when you're going to Sarasota, and it's like one goes up and one goes down and over, and you don't know which lane to be in. It tells you which lane to be in, so you're going to make less mistakes, which means you're going to save money on gas.
Exactly.
And you're not going to feel like a dummy.
Exactly.
Right?
And if you ever need to find a gas station, you could ask for it, or you could just hit the little icon that says what's up ahead. So you have something that is so comprehensive here to show you everything that you need. If when you want that menu to go away, one little touch and it goes away. You want to see what's up ahead? There you have it. You want to check the weather or the traffic ahead? You've got it. In this case, no traffic reported ahead. You walk through the checklist of everything that you want to have to be that better driver and that safer driver, and you've got it from Garmin. This is your dash cam. This is your GPS. This is going to give you wireless connectivity so that you now have Wi-Fi to get your free map updates. It is the best of the best when it comes to Garmin.
And they're not free for everybody. They're just free for you.
That's right.
Because they charge you like $79 to update these things on Garmin's website. So you get that for free when you buy. There it is. That's how much they charge you to update it, and you get that for free. Take advantage of the discounted price, $110 off FlexPay and free shipping and handling. Thank you, Ms. Leah.
Of course.
Thanks so much for being here. So you always make us safer and happier and everything on the road and everywhere else. Anyway, if you would like Protection Plus, it's a great way to get a little extra added protection. Some people love that, and it's hassle-free, 24/7, no deductibles. Check it out at hsn.com. We're going to shift gears inside, and we've got more great products from Apple.
Thank you.
Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things. I see something and I see that we can make it better. One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out.
Congratulations.
Oh my God. HSN celebrates the dreamers, inventors, and entrepreneurs who follow their hearts, helping American dreams come true.
Being here today proves anything is possible.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one?
I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments.
Without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom.
A fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding.
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
Without the stress of having to pay for it all at once.
And no interest.
Beat that layaway.
All right, so as promised, my good friend Joe is back, and this time we are offering the iconic Apple iPad. So I know you can get iPads out there anywhere, but here's the deal with what we're doing. We have fall pricing on this, so we've dropped the prices down by $100. You can get the 32 gig for $479, or you can get the 128 gig for $579. We're also going to do financing for you. You can get these home for about $55 a month, depending on which one you get, a little bit more, a little bit less, and it's free shipping and handling on our payment plan. So here's how you choose. When you choose today, we're going to make it easy for you, okay? You choose either the 32 gig or the 128, and then you choose your iPad color. We've got the black front and space gray back. We have the white front and gold back, and then we have the white front and the silver back. So those are your things. Choose the memory, choose the color, and then choose the case color. That's all you need to do when you get going on this. And let me tell you, you want to talk about seamless operation and multitasking. You want to talk about the operating system, the display. First of all, I love the display on your iPad. We were talking about it, or we didn't really get into it earlier with the MacBook, but that Retina display, the pixelization, which is so amazing, no grain, just this beautiful, rich, gorgeous picture. This is the 6th generation, by the way. It is the iOS 11 operating system with the A10 processor. Of course, you get all the wonderful things like FaceTime that we talked about, and of course, Siri is there to guide you along. You have that iSight camera, you have a 10-hour battery, and you get yourself an iPad. So if you would like one today, we are making it more affordable by not only lowering the price, but spreading out the payments for you in addition to that. It is on 6 Flex, so if you want to use your traditional credit card, it's $79.99. But if you want to use HSN's card, like I said, it's about $55 depending which model you get, but about in and around that ballpark of a price. And you will love it. Once you get one of these, you probably will never go back.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
We have our original iPad. It hasn't died.
No.
You know, we just passed it down to the kids. So it's great that once you get one, you just keep, passing on to somebody else. Somebody will love having another iPad. And this one, they're the ones that started it all. When you end up getting that experience right there, because there are many different forms of tablets that are on the market. And a lot of times you see a tablet and maybe you save a little bit of money on it, but then you're like, wow, this is not that experience that I want. When you end up stepping up and getting that iPad, you end up getting that such unique interface that's designed to give you that perfect flow. It's an easy application. It's all that icon-based that we know and that we love that so many other companies are trying to replicate. And this, like Guy mentioned, is the latest generation. It's the thinner platform. It's the lighter with the longest lasting battery. It's got that brand new interface, so you have the latest operating system. Plus, it even has a new way to do the control panel. So now I have instant access to my sound, to the different levels of audio and the different brightness bars that are on here too. Plus it also allows for multitasking. These are all programs that I currently have running right now all at the same time. Whether it's photos, whether it's notes, whether it's doing reading a book on Nook. I can run all these different programs because it's upgraded. But the other fun thing about this is, a lot of times when you go get an iPad, that's all you're getting is just the iPad. What's the first thing you want to buy? You want to buy a case that's going to fit perfectly with your iPad. Well, guess what? We're including a case today. And with a couple snaps, you just match it up in place, and now your iPad can now be turned into a computer. And it's got its own little keyboard that'll come with it that'll sync up with Bluetooth. So now you can type your letters, you can do your spreadsheets, and then it also is designed to protect it. Because you want to protect that investment of that iPad, and now I've got it right there. That's all there is to really what I call a two-in-one. Because it's the iPad and now it's your computer in one tight little package right there. Really makes it easy to be able to access all that great content on the go. And like Guy mentioned, this is the latest generation. There is a 2017 version that's out there, but unfortunately it doesn't have all the upgrades we're going to show you here today. This is the one that just came out a couple of months ago. So when you want the latest, when you want the fastest, this is the one. And if you're looking at memory, I know you're seeing two different options on there. There's the 32 gig. Normally for $100, we double the memory. Today, we're actually giving you 4 times the amount of memory, going from 32 to 128. So if you really want to step up and get that iPad that's going to last you such a long time, that's definitely the one I recommend for you.
Yeah, and remember, we are doing a really nice package bundle here. I've never actually seen the iPad. It's so cool with having all these extra bonuses like the keyboard and all that stuff, which is so great. And of course, the case and the neoprene little sleeve that you can pop it in later, so you can travel with it as well. So again, here's what you get, and you get the case colors to go along with it. Let me make sure I have them all. So we have a navy case color, we have purple, we've got the rose gold, which is over here. We have silver, which is up top, and then this is actually silver marble, and I don't know if you can really, there you go, that's a little bit better. You can sort of see the colors on these a little bit better when I tilt them forward. There you go, see? So that's the rose gold, that's the silver marble, and they get a matching neoprene case. Guess what everybody else gets? You get a set of Apple headsets too to go along with this, headphones, which you can plug right in, and so now you can listen privately to all your favorite musics and things while you're streaming. So all this comes along with it for that great price. And as I said, if you want to use your HSN credit card, it's about $55 a month versus the, what is it, $79. So you, here's another thing, for just a few dollars a month, for only about an extra $15 or so a month, you can upgrade to the larger memory of from the 32 up to the 128. So we have 9-month VIP financing on this as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, as I said, the 9-month ranges it's about $50 to $60, depending on whether you get the 32 or the 128. The shipping and handling is free on here. But boy, once you get one of these, and you know, I always said, like, this is great for somebody that doesn't want to buy a full-out computer, but wants to have the best of all worlds and wants something that's completely portable. The nice thing about this, the iPad is it weighs about a pound. If that, maybe just a hair over that actually. And then you have, again, that great 10-hour battery. You have that wonderful 8-megapixel built-in camera, which is fantastic. And I love the fact that it seamlessly syncs up with your other Apple products. So if you've got an iPhone or if you've got a MacBook or all that, this kind of bridges the world in between them. You are good to go. And so everything's sort of all under one roof. And, and something you're not going to have to replace for a very, very long time. I find most people who have bought the originals, still have them.
That's what we're doing. We still have the original, and this is the newer version with that newer upgraded processor, but it's also the upgraded operating system. So right now I'm just playing my little xylophone on here, but let me sneak over and I'm gonna hop in and show you hsn.com. So maybe I wanna watch hsn.com, but I wanna do something else. How about I bring up YouTube? So then I can do this multitasking experience where I can now have YouTube up on one side, where I've got hsn.com up on the other. So I could be watching a movie while now I'm over here surfing online. This wasn't possible in previous generations. Now you've got it right here, making it simple to have that great user experience. And then still, when I want to do something else, I love this little photo collage button. I've got this little application. I've got so many programs up and running. Look how powerful that thing is. It's so fast and able to use, but I can pinch, I can zoom, I can resize this. So now I can create my own little custom backgrounds of that vacation you took. Maybe it's a spring break trip. You never did anything with your photos. Now I can do something really cool and save this as a background, upload it to Facebook, really have a great time with my own memories. Another thing I love about having this is that this even has, let me bring up my program right here. It even has an e-reader program. My wife, when she first bought her e-reader, it was $250, and all it was is just an e-reader. Here, it actually turns it into a virtual book. Watch as you're turning the page here. The touchscreen on here is so unique. Guy, the only thing missing really is like the smell of the book. I mean, it's incredible. And if you have an e-reader, whether it's a Nook, whether it's a Kindle, all those books that you bought can now work perfectly here with your brand new iPad. The other thing I love too is just how simple it is to use. It has a couple different buttons on the side. That's that one home button right there. But that button is more than just a home button. It's actually a fingerprint reader. How many times do you give your kids a device, all of a sudden you get this bill because they started downloading all these apps, and you're like, well, who spent all this money on these apps? Well, now your finger becomes your password. So before they download something, you can use your finger as your personal security. You can lock your device by using your finger. Finger touch is now built into the latest generation of iPads. So it really creates that secure program for you. Now, if you want to do some programming, yes, we're going to give you the magnetic keyboard that is going to come with it so you can do your typing. And what do you normally type with? Well, normally you end up using these word processing programs. Numbers is included. Keynote is your word processing. Then you also have Pages. Those are 3 programs that are already included. It's Apple's version of Office. But then when you look down below, that's PowerPoint, that's Excel, that's Word. I downloaded that for free on the Apple Store. So now I can use that to do my productivity. I can use that for my kids can do their homework on it. It gives me that fun, but then also productivity because it's all built into one simple device. The last thing I love is when you start typing messages. And this is, my daughter has an iPhone, my son has an iPad, my wife's got it. We all have that Apple ecosystem. And as I can talk back and forth with my daughter, she loves to FaceTime. There's one little button that's on here. It's a little picture of a camera. If you want to chat for free with your grandkids, with your son or daughter who could be living the miles away, if you're wondering how simple is it with Apple, it's that one little touch of a button right there, and that brings up FaceTime. So now, Guy, using that high definition camera that comes with it, you can have live interactive conversations because that program is already built in here. Anybody who has an Apple device, whether it's an iPad, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's an Apple computer, there's no monthly fee to this. There's no fee whatsoever. FaceTime is already included, so it makes it really convenient to be able to have those conversations in real time.
Yeah, you see across the bottom of your screen too how you can afford this. So if you want the 32 gig, it's $79.99 for 6 Flex. If you want to get the 128, it is a $96.66. So there's the difference in price. It's only about $17 or so to be able to, essentially quadruple the gigabytes and the memory on that. So if you would like to do that, I think it's probably worthwhile. I would do it. Totally up to you, depending on how much you're going to want to store on here. Take advantage of that. We're going to go. Hey, Kyle, can we pull up the actual colors of the bodies of the units again, or show how to pick the color and style again? I think that's important. Thank you so much, guys. So when you order, there's 3 things that you need to think about. First of all, you want to think about the memory size, and I just mentioned that to you. So you decide either to go to the 32 or the 128. And as I said, I lean towards 128 because I think if you're doing it on FlexPay, the monthly difference is $15, $16. It's not that big of a deal. You choose your iPad color. That's the actual color of the unit itself. So on the front, it'll be black, or on the back, it'll be our space gray. On the front, it'll be white, and on the back, it'll be gold. And then finally on the front, it'll be white, and on the back, it'll be silver. Then you need to just figure out the case that's going to come along with it. So you have all these different case and keyboard combinations that are also available for you. And I'll just start in the front. So we've got this is rose gold. This is purple. And you get, by the way, you get the neoprene little carry bag to go with it, which is really neat. And that zips in, and there's a little slot in there too. It's got a little cool little thing there going on. You also have navy, which is back here. This is that marble. It's called silver marble. And then this is just the basic silver color. And like I said, it's kind of hard to see the color until I lean it forward, but there's the silver. And this comes with one of the little bags as well. Everybody that orders is also going to get a little pair of wired headphones, so you can plug these right in to any, either this or any of the other devices that have the little output or jack in there. So you can utilize that along with it. All good to go. Hey, do we also have the information on the Apple Pencil? Can we put that up too?
I like the Apple Pencil.
Joe, give me just talk a few seconds about that Apple Pencil, because that's something you can utilize with your Apple products too, and it's very cool.
It's a great thing to have, because now you can write directly on the screen, whether it's an interactive, whether it's an app, whether you need to sign a document. So many great things. You can color on here. A lot of my daughter loves having that Apple Pencil, and it only works on the latest generation. Highly recommend that you pick that one up. It just takes it to another level. But to me, it's as convenient as a dad when I get a document that comes into my life where instead of printing it off, scanning it, trying to figure out how do I fax it back, you can sign right on the screen. Plus, it's a great way to be able to get those precise movements around the screen too, because you have that Apple Pencil, and it actually just connects via the lightning port that's on the back of it.
Yeah.
Comes with a case, and you can also customize the color with the skin vouchers too.
Really, really cool. By the way, that's $169.95, and it comes with the little voucher, as Joe said, 634092. That's on FlexPay too, so if you want to get that in conjunction, that's a great gift. Or if you already own the existing latest generation, as we had said, because it works with that, then you can just grab that on its own. So, Joe, really quickly, talk to me, because a lot of the people talk about why the display is so good on your Apple products.
It's because it's a Retina display, which is the best display that Apple's had. It allows for a wider angle to be able to see, and then when you twist and turn it, you can see it from multiple angles. But if you want to go from your Retina display and taking it to another level, Guy, this also allows you to share your memories too. So now I can take this, and it's what they call screen sharing, and I'm going to go ahead and send this directly to the TV that is now behind us. So then it's wirelessly sending the video that was right here, and now it's on our big TV. Most TVs, if you have a smart TV, you can do this. It's an easy thing to do. No monthly fees, nothing special. It uses the wireless signal that I was just playing this video right here on my iPad,
and now you're
I can send it up there.
TV.
My daughter loves cat videos. Like, my daughter has an iPhone, and she's like, Dad, you won't believe these cat videos. So instead of saying, let me look on your iPhone, now we just share it to the TV, and it gives you that control and that access right there. So if I want to, I can pause it, I can skip it, I can fast forward, I can go to the next video. So now anything that you're doing on your iPad, maybe you're watching Netflix and you want to make it a shared experience, now your iPad is so powerful enough, I can send it over there. It's even so powerful, I'm gonna get out of this just for a second. It's even so powerful that not only can I send that, but I can actually send 4K video. And this is, to me, really impressive, because when you have 4K video, it's 4 times the resolution. And look at that TV. That's now being sent straight from my iPad, 4K video right over there.
That's crazy.
It's only possible because this is the latest generation. We weren't able to do this until now. That's a 4K video that's being sent live from my iPad to that TV. I've never been able to do that before. So if you have a fancy 4K TV, a lot of us are like, well, where do we get our 4K content? So much of it is online. Now you can share it and really enhance that experience.
You know, that we were talking about that earlier with our MacBook Air. It's all the little things that you can do with this that you can't do with a regular tablet. And listen, hey, we offer every kind of tablet out there, and we know that everybody's got different price points and things like that, and that they can get into. So obviously, this is, you're paying more for this, but you're getting a lot more. You're getting a lot of things you don't get. You're getting some technology that doesn't exist in other tablets. And again, if you already own a MacBook product or an iPhone, it's kind of nice. They all sync together. They all work. Your pictures will be automatically downloaded to everyone. They're all there, or uploaded in that case. They're all there for you, so everything works together. It's just absolutely seamless. That's what we talk about when we talk about the design of this, is the seamless operation, the ability to multitask, not having to deal with virus protection or anything like that, because as we said, it's its own system, and then having that wonderful processor, having the Retina display, and essentially is just how your eyes look at it. Every image is made up of pixels, little tiny dots of color, and they're so saturated on both the MacBooks and the iPads that it looks like real life. If you can see dots, if you walk up to a lot of TVs, and especially in the old days, you'd walk up, you could actually see the dots on the picture, and you can see them even on a picture. When you see the DPI of prints and things like that, and you buy a printer and things like that, if you go in really close, you can see the little dots, because that's what makes up the color. But you don't see those with Retina display, because it sees it as though your eye sees it, like lifelike. That's why they call it the Retina display. And it truly is amazing, and not to hammer it home, but that's one of the things that you pay for when you get an Apple product, and in this case, the iPad. So it's a 9.7 inch, comes with a keyboard, comes with the headphones, everything that you could possibly want to enjoy it. Things that you don't normally get when you would go to the Apple store to pick it out. They would maybe, even if they were available, the case and then the neoprene holder. Even if they were available, you're not going to see all these colors. You're not going to see all these included. You'd have to pay separately for anything else. Really quickly, it is also, these are on VIP financing. So you can get the 32 gig for about $50, and then $53.33. And then you can get the 128 for $64. So that's kind of why I went in the middle. It's like $56, $57 is the middle of the road. But that's going to save you about $20 to $30 per month if you get it versus using your credit card. And if you don't have an HSN credit card, we make it easy for you. You just search HSN card at hsn.com, or you can call us at our phone number, 800-695-1418, and we can hook you up with one there. But it really is a great way to be able to finance your product, to get it home. I mean, listen, I know you can go and you can find an iPad or a MacBook or any of these things, these mainstream electronics in a store or in a big box store, but we're going to give you the opportunity to pay it off over time. And we give you a little discount too, because these are $100 off our regular price. So if you're more interested in not throwing all your money down all at once, this is the place to do your shopping. If you don't love it, You can always send it back. We have something called easy returns here where you just slap on the return envelope and you send it right back and you get your money back. And you have 30 days in which to enjoy that. So feature by feature, I'll let Joe go through this.
Well, the great thing is this is the 9.7-inch screen. This is the most popular screen that Apple has. It's the 10-hour battery life. And the latest operating system, the brand new iOS 11, does have that high-definition camera on the front, high-definition camera that's on the back, and both of them will qualify for FaceTime, so you can have those live conversations. 1080p video, by the way, when you're capturing your video. The finger touch allows you, and it gives you an extra layer of security. And yes, we are including the Bluetooth keyboard, and it is compatible with the brand new Apple Pencil that just came out.
Nice.
But with the Pencil, it's great to be able to edit your documents, edit your photos, do all that quick connection, those quick edits right there. And the great thing about having this is that if you've ever had an Apple in the past, you've ever had an iPhone, it's very similar operating system, especially when you end up being that social media experience. Messages are the same way to do it. FaceTime is a great way to chat back and forth. That's identical. Checking your mail, getting on Safari, that is all stuff with applications that we've used. That's that same application process here. So there's no learning curve when you end up picking this one up. Even when you want to do a simple thing like edit your photos, it makes it so simple because a lot of times you think, well, how am I going to be able to do this? I want to find my photo. Now they've already installed all the software on there, making it just one touch button. And I'm going to go ahead and pick mine up just for a second. I love the overall design on this because first off, it's a nice big screen, 9.7 inches. It's bigger than the most popular tablet size that's out there, which is a 7-inch. When I want to hop online, I just tap that one little button that brings up Safari. I pinch, I zoom, but look how, whether it's going fast or slow, it's that nice, smooth experience. I can run multiple programs if I want to because this is the newer operating system. It supports a split screen. If I want to be able to type a letter, I have Pages on here, which is the word processing program. I also have I have Sheets, which is like Excel's version of it. If I want to type, a virtual keyboard comes up, but if I want to talk, I hit this microphone. This is how easy it is to talk to my iPad, and my iPad will type everything out for me, period. No more complaints from my kids for having to write an essay, period. I want nothing but A's on that report card, period. I hope my kids are listening right now, period. And that's it. And then you can talk to it, and it types everything out for you.
So now you've
got to, well, I don't want them to say, you know what, my computer doesn't work.
Hey,
you can talk to this thing.
Let me tell you something, too.
Voice recognition.
I've seen a lot of demonstrations with voice recognition. That's really
it's fast.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
crazy.
Quick.
And it's accurate too when you watch it. You know, you're not having to go back and change things and stuff like that. So, you know, and that's what the same thing you kind of love about when you know, although I don't know, a lot of times people are like, dang Siri. It's like, well, talk to it real like a person. Don't be talking all over the place. It's new. It does the best it can.
Exactly.
And it's still saving you a ton of time.
It is.
Every time you use it. So it has that. And you know, I think what I love too about Joe is a lot of this, for people that own iPhones, this is very familiar to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Especially the map program that's on here, whether you're trying to find directions to something, or you just end up doing a, let me start my little city tour, or you end up typing a message. It really makes it convenient because you have all those similar icons in the past. You know, there's your FaceTime app, there's your photo app, there's your camera button. And if you want to add some more apps, you know, we give you some to get started. But in the Apple App Store, there's over 1 million different apps and games right here at your fingertips. My kids love playing HQ. It's a great app that's on here. I mean, so many fun things, and you don't have to pay for the apps. There is a free section. Yes, there are paid apps, but there are a lot of free apps that are available for you too. And the cool thing about this is, like, this is good for the Apple iOS 11. That's the current version, but Apple's getting ready to launch iOS 12. And you don't have to pay for the upgrade. The upgrade is going to be for free. So even as Apple comes out with a new operating system, you don't have to pay for it whatsoever. You get that free download that's available. And even though you're getting an amazing deal on an iPad here, you still have access to go into the Apple Store, where you can talk to the folks there at the Genius Bar, or take classes that are on there. They don't know how much money you saved on getting it here at HSN. They just think you bought another Apple, so they're going to be able to help you even when you go to your local store.
They're going to say, where'd you get all the fancy gear to go with
all the
it?
extras.
They're going to say, where'd you get all those extras? And you can be like, I got them at HSN, and it's awesome. Hey, look, Kyle, let's show them one more time their choices of how they can pick this up, because I know we just have only a minute or two left. So the big decisions you need to make, I should say the biggest decision you make is whether you want to get the 32 or 128. I'm kind of like you, Joe. I mean, why just get the 128, right?
Yeah, it's only
I mean, you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because, I mean, you just get the memory size that you want. That's the first thing. Then you choose your iPad color. And your choices are black front and space gray black. Then you have white front and gold back, and then you have white front and silver on the back. If you want to get your choice of color of the case, that would be next. I got every color out here too. I've got that beautiful rose gold. I have purple. This is the navy. This is that marble color, which is a silver marble, and this is just a silver. Great silver color. You get the neoprene matching case to go with it. It's common gray in both the gray and the marble. Then you're also going to get the headset to go in this. And don't forget, there is a keyboard. Joe showed you that. There's a keyboard, Bluetooth, so you don't have to plug anything in with that. It really, honestly, if you'd like to get one, we make it easy for you. As I said, take advantage of VIP financing. You're going to love that. Joe, nice job, Joe.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's great to spend the morning with you.
I believe you and I are going to be together tomorrow too, Joe.
I think we are too.
I think we have that HP, don't we?
We do have an HP tomorrow.
That giant HP.
And we got a new surge protector.
I can't wait.
Keep yourself
Me and my
protected.
buddy Joe. All right, everybody. So, hey, listen, I know everything comes with a great warranty, but if you'd like a little above and beyond, we've got it available. It's called Protection Plus. You can take advantage of that. And remember, all Apple computers on sale. Stick around. We've got some great storage solutions. I can see my buddy Alexander